And we say our final good morning for this morning show live from Prague in front of the Lidna Hotel here in the middle of the city. Actually, on the top of the hill of the city.
It is.
Yeah, okay. That's right. We climb pretty high.
That's a castle hill here, yeah.
It is a beautiful day here, and this is the final day for the 8th Prague Space Security Symposium conference. And we are really looking forward to what's on deck today for our speakers, for the final panels. What are you looking forward to today?
I mean, we will see the Minister of Transport of the Czech Republic giving its keynote this morning. So then we have just two panels. It's a short day, so it's just this morning.
But it's packed.
It's a packed day. Yeah. Two panels, yeah. So Hermann Ludwig Möller from the SP or from SP will have a panel on the public sector leadership with Rodrigo da Costa from USPA, Diane Riles from the Air Force, ESA representatives and NATO representatives, and that's followed by a private sector capability sessions I'm looking forward to because it's run by our good friend Kevin O'Connell. And we have representatives from TRL, a Czech company, IHI, Japan, and AWS on its panel. Yeah. So that's what we can see today, and we will give you then a recap later on how that went. So back to you.
Pretty dense. The topics today are pretty dense, so I'm hoping that we continue the conversation on space diplomacy. We started that yesterday morning. There have been a lot of threads throughout the conversations, and I want to see if this kind of leads to maybe action as an outcome, because that is the theme of the conference, is moving to action. So let's see today.
But where do we stand on that? I mean, honestly, what action have you seen here?
So that's why I hope today we learn what those actions might be. I think the intent is that the collaborations and the relationships here build and forge their own movement forward, their task activities on, even if this is a starter conversation, even if this is the beginning of new conversations, it feels like there's an elevated responsibility and there's definitely accountability for what's next, and that the immediacy is really the intent here. Is what do we do today? What did we need to do yesterday?
Yeah, but it's also an echo chamber of the conversation. I mean, it's an allies only conference. It's all friendly, like-minded partners in the room. I mean, what do you guess? Which controversial opinions will they come up? So, and it's not the first conference here in Prague that I'm visiting, and yes, there's the urgency to do it annually. Okay, got that. But to do what? To do what? To what is the outcome? At the end, it's a great networking opportunity, and it's a very small, intimate conference where you have the opportunity to talk with all the people you want to talk. That is something what I say that's very, very good.
That's why I said starter, because these smaller conversations are starter conversations, right? I mean, these relationships may run deep, they may run long, but this is a starter for what's next. The next chapter is unpredictable. The next chapter is coming at us at a rapid fire. And I think even inviting more voices to the table, inviting more countries to the table, inviting emerging countries to the table, that is definitely on deck and next. There's been allusion to what kind of action is going to be taken to be more inclusive. How do we onboard more services, more service providers, and definitely commercial sector as an anchor for solutions.
Absolutely.
So I think this is not the end of this conversation. I think this is definitely at least an acknowledgement that the conversation's open, that the discourse needs to be widened, and that the actions, we need more ideas. We need more fervor. We need a lot more backing from a lot more nations. So I think this is a great leveraging point.
Fair point.
Or at least I hope. I hope it's a leveraging point.
Hope is always good, and I heard it in your last statement as well. So that's great. We told you yesterday that this morning we will interview General Goker from Poland, and so we did here in this wonderful ambient. Okay, with a bit of noise in the background, we will see how that will be eliminated in the conversation. But it was a very candid, interesting conversation, and gave a huge insight, or a very interesting insight, what's going on in Poland, where Poland stands in terms of space and how they build up. Because Poland, for me, is one of these leading champions, hidden champions in the space sector. They they have the need with the war literally on their border. B, they accept or they realize space is important for them for all the things that also the general say, from ISR capabilities and so on. And we also spoke briefly about their own astronaut, which is about to fly as we speak, on the AX4 mission. Also in the wider frame, and that's something where our silo has to be opened itself. Our silo here in frame of the conference and the military space policy people. We have to think about the personnel that runs the systems that we are calling for. I mean, even you have infinite money for spending in space. You might get the tech and who runs it, because assets in space is just one side of the equation. You need the ground infrastructure, you need to protect that, you need the people to run it and to use it at the end of the day. So there's a huge ecosystem that needs to be in, and that is something I think it's a bit short here in this conference. It's very niche on the doctrine side, but who am I to judge?
Well, I'm going to say he was very forthcoming, but all of our interviewees have been. So I'm really excited about all the Space Cafe radios that will be coming out. Those conversations were a deeper dive, I think, and more candid, and they had an opportunity to really share more insights. So I think at least that's going to be.
We give them more time than they have on the panel.
I mean, he said that. No, but it's true that it was
but
such.
The panels, and
they were so great.
Credit to Jana and her team.
Yeah.
The panels with 75 minutes for 5 speaker. It's long, but you respect your guests, and that is something what comes across.
Yeah.
You don't put 6 people on a 45-minute panel and just one question, one answer.
No, it was really good.
No, great conversations and a lot of time for Q&A.
Exactly.
That's fantastic. So kudos to the team of PSSI behind it.
Well, so I want to say this before Torsten gets sunburned out here. I'm looking forward to today. I am excited to bring more information and a recap at the end of the day about what we find in their final panels. And I hope that you enjoy your last day.
Yeah, I mean, I started to recap a bit what I took away, and we will disclose it a bit later as well. But for me, these are very, not stereotypes, but things that we know before. The space threats are real. Yeah, okay. Great to have a current update on what is real and how real is it. Yesterday.
All acknowledged. That's what I'm very happy to see a common playing field and an acknowledgement of where we are at.
China is ramping up and might lead soon on space. Even so, I don't see the planting flag thing that was mentioned yesterday. That's a wide stretch, but I see their growing capabilities. Speed is of essence. We spoke about it. Procurement and fragmentation, especially here in Europe, is our homegrown threat, I would say. That's something that holds us back. But the good thing is, hey, we have a plan. I mean, we didn't articulate it in all of these details, but there are plans, multiple plans.
There are multiple plans. That's what, I think
choose
this
a plan
is
you like then.
That might be the menu of options.
Menu of options, thank you. That's a good one. Good.
So I would like to say, it's early in the morning, I know, but I would like to hear an appropriate space joke.
Oh yeah, I have a very serious one. So call it irony or call it just my German sarcasm. It's fine. So, what is the most dangerous weapon in space?
I have my own answer, but I know it's not the answer. Go ahead. I don't know.
An American is not the answer. No.
That wasn't my answer.
The answer is awake national space strategy with no budget lines. With that, we leave you in the day and space watch out for the moment.